Good afternoon to all. Before I start my presentation on Helmepa's training program, I would like to just say two very quick words about what Helmepa is for those who are not familiar. Helmepa is a non-governmental, not-profit-making organization founded in 1982 in Piraeus by the two main constituent elements of Greek shipping, the Pan-Hellenic Seafarers Federation and the Union of Greek Ship Owners, who signed a declaration of voluntary commitment titled To Save the Seas. And since then, it has been implementing this declaration. The members of Helmepa are, at this moment, 15,000 Greek seafarers, about 200 companies and organizations in Greece and abroad, and almost 400 ocean-going vessels of all types. It is strictly non-governmental, i.e. Helmepa receives no state funding. All the activities of Helmepa, both in the maritime sector and the environmental awareness sector, are funded by the membership fees of our companies. Okay, I'll go from here. In fact, the training activity of Helmepa stems from the declaration itself. The mission of Helmepa is to nurture an environmental consciousness throughout shipping so as to complement the regulatory level towards pollution prevention. And it goes on in the declaration stating that such environmental consciousness can only be achieved through a concerted voluntary effort to educate, inform all sectors of the industry, from the last seafarer to the ship owner. And it is actually, through the years, obviously, maritime safety, because it's so closely connected to pollution prevention, has become an equal element in all training activities of Helmepa. Since 2007, Helmepa operates as voluntarily as a non-governmental, non-profit-making maritime training center for pollution prevention, safety at sea, and environmental awareness. It has been certified by GL, now DNV GL, and it operates in accordance with the requirements, the quality standards of the ISO 9001-2008. The concept behind Helmepa's voluntary training is quite simple. Shipping activities throughout the world are subject to a very austere legislative framework, particularly that's pertaining to pollution prevention, both accidental and operational pollution. But no legislation can actually be effective 100% unless the human element, the human factor, which is called upon to implement this legislation, is not aware, is not motivated to implement the legislation. Therefore, what we do is we observe, monitor all trends in terms of accidents, in terms of weaknesses, and the training program is actually compiled every year based on these sources, analyzing port state control statistics and weaknesses, causes of maritime accidents worldwide, monitoring legislative developments at the International Maritime Organization, and of course, relevant developments in the EU and other regional areas around the world and states, new trends in shipping and maritime technology, experience from previous programs, but probably the most important inputs to the compilation of the annual training program is the evaluation of the seminars by participants themselves and the input from member companies, the proposal by member companies, which in the last years has been much more streamlined, much more organized, let's say, because we have compiled, after a decision of the Board of Directors, we have compiled a training committee consisting of experts from managing member companies of Helmepa, which actually approve and, let's say, observe all initiatives, training initiatives undertaken. In the past 33 years, 33 annual refresher training programs, more than, with yesterday's, more than 726 seminars carried out, a total of 8,500 participants, mainly deck officers and engineer officers. Increasingly, in recent years, we've got attendance from staff of member companies, company staff, and also through the years, we've had quite a high attendance from Hellenic Navy and Coast Guard officers who attend the courses. Most of the participants become also volunteers, members of HELMEPA. They get their ID card, which is basically based on the commitment of HELMEPA to be proactive towards pollution prevention. And all participants who attend the full seminar, 1, 2 day or 3 day course, receive a certificate of attendance by HELMEPA. The main areas covered all those in training programs through the years. The 3 pillars of maritime legislation, the MARPOL Convention, SOLAS, the STCW, particularly after the revision, the area of marine environmental awareness, where we have compiled a 2-day course based on the IMO model course and certified also by DNV-GL. Requirements of the Port State Control, US Coast Guard, Australian Maritime Safety Authority, the Canadian Coast Guard, and other cooperating entities, and of course all aspects relating to shipping and the marine environment in general, the relationship between shipping and the marine environment. The 2005 training program ongoing. We have completed 12 seminars, 12 seminars, to date, and 12 2-day seminars, 6 1-day seminars, and we've got another 7 seminars to go until the end of the year. These seminars are conducted in HELMEPA's offices in a dedicated classroom. And in general, the feedback is positive. The main areas of difficulty in implementing legislation which have been identified in anonymous evaluation forms by all participants to date are garbage management, MARPOL Annex 5, cargo residues management, which is associated with MARPOL Annex 5, of course, ballast water management, especially in short distance trips, VGP, oil entries in the oil record book, and a couple of other minor areas. The 2005 training program consists of 5 seminar categories. Safety first, 5 2-day seminars consisting of 6 topics. Pollution prevention, again 2-day seminars, 5 2-day seminars consisting of 8 topics. Marine environmental awareness, which again is a 2-day seminar consisting of 12 topics and a workshop for the participants. And after the 1-day seminars are lessons learned and experience sharing, which consists of 3 topics and navigational procedures. 5 1-day seminars, again consisting of 5 topics each. Lecturers are from HELMEPA, member companies, and the implementation of the training program would be impossible, obviously, without their inputs. Here, the member companies and others who have contributed to the training program of 2015. Apart from members, we also have a Laboratory of Maritime Transport of the National Technical University of Athens. Besides the training programs of the main core of the training, or the seminars of the main core of the training program, we often conduct extraordinary special additional seminars, usually 1-day seminars, on topics of contemporary interests, such as the topic on meteorology and tropical cyclones, which was the importance of which was so tragically reminded in recent days with the sinking of the El Faro by Dr. Nikos Mazarakis. Management of risk in shipboard operations, which is conducted by HELMEPA and the contribution of training of member companies, and also some in-house training in companies members of HELMEPA, such as the ISPS SSP implementation and the anti-piracy plan, which was conducted in member company Neda Maritime. Besides the notes of every seminar, all participants receive additional supporting material, whether this is small booklets, reminders, checklists on safety issues, motivational materials such as posters, leaflets, and technical publications such as MARPOL and guides to the implementation of regulations in US waters and in Australia, in Canadian waters also. Most of the participants provide us with their details emails so they can receive the technical publication bulletin, HELMEPA Navigator, which is issued twice a month. Generally, we have had, once again this year, encouraging feedback by most of the participants. But as I said before, the evaluations are strictly anonymous, so we can get as much as possible decent feedback and tailor-make the programs to the needs of seafarers and company staff who participate. Besides the traditional training methods, in recent years we have tried to move towards more distance learning, let's say, and computer-based training. A DVD we released in 2013 featuring 3 15-minute lectures on oil water separating equipment, MARPOL Annex 5 marine litter, and ballast water management, which is in English with English subtitles, and it's offered free to HELMEPA members. And also, in the last couple of years, we have started HELMEPA's online e-learning training program, which is supported technically by associate member company Dynamarine. We have started off with 10 topics, 6 environmental topics on SOPEP, VGP, ballast water management, marine litter, MARPOL Annex 5, ships emission control, and the oil record book, and safety-related issues, risk assessments, accident prevention, safe entry into enclosed spaces, and navigation in dense and controlled traffic areas. The structure of the e-learning program, participants have unlimited attempts to view the presentation. The second phase is the assessment, which is through a quiz, 30 multiple choice questions. Again, unlimited attempts, but 45 minutes per each attempt. And participants have to get at least 20 out of 30 questions correct to get the certificates. And also the third phase is the feedback, which is optional, but again, it's anonymous. The procedure for the training program, it is open for HELMEPA members, who HELMEPA assigns credits to the company members according to the number of vessels they have registered. They assign the credits to the individuals. The individuals attend the courses, and HELMEPA then issues the certificates to those who have passed the exam. We have generally have very encouraging feedback from those who have participated in the training program, the e-learning program so far. In close cooperation with the training committee, the next 5 training modules which we are preparing at the moment are weaknesses related to fire safety, Maritime Labour Convention, principles of passage planning, specifically in connection to PSSAs and the ECTIS, sewage and grey water management, and introduction to marine environmental awareness.